Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, members of staff. I'm Joe Galliani. I'm here from the city of Torrance. I represent the South Bay 350 Climate Action Group. And I'd like to start by commending this council and this city for having this topic and having this discussion. I work with almost all 15 cities of the South Bay COG. This discussion isn't going on in any other cities. I would like it to be faster, but I'd like a lot of things to be faster. I appreciate the fact that you've got Sabrina from the COG here, that you've brought in the consultants from the Brendel Group, that you have Christy Morris now working with your city. This is all progress. This is this city moving forward the same way you did with the CCA initiative that we have going on here. Toward that end, this city is hosting a study session for the 16 cities that are looking at being part of this CCA on November 18th. That's more leadership. And frankly, we really need the leadership, and I want to bring in the facts from this week's on Sunday, the UN IPCC, the International Panel on Climate Change, released their latest report. And I think that kind of frames why we're headed down this road. When we started this in 2010, it was driven by the fact that we were concerned about climate change and rising CO2 levels and what that was going to do to this city in the South Bay. And on Sunday, the UN reported the following. The Earth is locked on an irreversible course of climatic disruption from the buildup of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, and the impacts will only worsen unless nations agree to dramatic cuts in pollution, an International Panel of Climate Scientists warned Sunday. The planet faces a future of extreme weather, rising sea levels, and melting polar ice from soaring levels of carbon dioxide and other gases, the UN panel said. Only an unprecedented global effort to slash emissions within a relatively short time period will prevent temperatures from crossing a threshold that scientists say could trigger far more dangerous disruptions, the panel warned. I think that's why we're talking about this issue. And when we're talking about timelines and first or second leading edge, not as big a concern to me as moving forward and taking the action. In regards to carbon offsets, just briefly from my own experience, I buy carbon offsets to offset the driving I do in the car that I have that uses gasoline. Occasionally I have to fly to a meeting. I buy carbon offsets to offset the amount of carbon that I put out that I can't mitigate otherwise. I mitigated the carbon from one of my cars because it's electric, so that doesn't have a footprint anymore. I got a hybrid that gets much better mileage. So the amount of carbon offsets I buy every year go down as my carbon footprint gets smaller. I can't not fly, and I can't not drive to certain places. I don't have a hydrogen car yet. Offsets are important. Southern California Edison relies on them. All the municipal utility districts rely on renewable energy credits, but we'll use them less and less as we add more and more renewable power to the mix. Thank you very much.